Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the June 2023 reading for the zodiac sign of Aquarius. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages that I receive as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do have a recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. But Aquarius, let's go ahead and jump in and get started. In column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close, so last few weeks or month. Column number 2, we're going to take a look at just general what's coming for June. We're also going to do a money column, a love column, and in the 5th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. At the end, we'll also do 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month, and a healing note for you. But again, let's kick it off in column number 1, what's wrapping up and coming to a close, so last few weeks or month. But we have a summary affirmation card to start with. We have the card, I feel loved. This is a good one. I feel like you've really been loved and supported by somebody around you, or this could have been some self-love, some self-care that you've done for yourself recently, Aquarius. But all in all, that feeling of being loved is a good one to have. But let's see where this takes us. Okay. First up, we have the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is a card of needing to rest, retreat, recover, renew. So again, that's kind of where that self-love comes into play. Hopefully you've had an opportunity to do this. You're just kind of feeling low. You're feeling kind of burnt out. Again, you need that rest, that renewal, that recovery. The next card that we have is the Ace of Cups. Anytime we have an Ace card, it's a card of newness. With the case of Ace of Cups, though, this is new baby, relationship, proposal, marriage. So very much so some love energy here. It makes sense since we do have that I feel loved card. So there could be an existing relationship that's really blossoming or a new relationship as well. But either or, it feels good. This could even be like a new baby, grandbaby, pet as well. But nice love energy the last few weeks. And then at the bottom here, we have the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is a card typically of not very good relationships. So I feel like there could have been a not very good relationship recently, and that's the need for that rest, recovery, renewal. But this new relationship is feeling really promising. So maybe going from not so loved to feeling very loved, which is good to see. It's interesting how this played out, though. You know, there was this not very good relationship. We've given ourselves some time, and it does seem like there is a new relationship here. Let's take a look at clarifiers, though, and see what other messages I can give you. First, we have the Ace of Cups. We love that duplicate card. Again, anytime we have an Ace card, it's a card of newness, so new baby, relationship, proposal, marriage. So no doubt there's some love energy around. The next card that we have is the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is a card of making a decision. I think some of you were kind of on the fence if you were fully rested, recovered, renewed, ready for a new relationship. So this could be kind of the deliberation or the debate that you had with yourself to decide if you were ready for this relationship or not. And at the bottom here, we have the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is a card of low feelings. Again, this was a card of like feeling not loved. This is the kind of grieving of that relationship that we have. But it seems like it's come full circle now that we have the not loved card, but now we have the loved card. So nice recovery, healing, and new love energy the last few weeks, Aquarius. Now let's take a look at our next column, which is just general, what's coming for June, any big items that we can highlight. We have the card, I am connected. This is one of my favorite affirmation cards. Kind of hard to see, so I'm getting really close here. But if you see all these like lines or threads coming off the top of the card, those are all the different connections we have. This is our connection to our feelings, our hearts, the earth, being grounded, our family, our friends. There's so many different connections. So I think in June you're going to feel really connected. You're going to feel plugged into family, plugged into friends, really connected to yourself. I venture to say connected into this new relationship, which is great to see. The nice affirmation of being connected. Again, it's easy to get disconnected because you saw all those lines, all those threads. So it can be easy to get disconnected. But let's see what messages we've got coming through here. The first card that we have is the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is a card of a quick pace change. If you take a look at this, both the horse and rider are moving very quickly here. So things are going to be happening fast in June for you, Aquarius. But I also feel like there's a change coming as well. So fast-paced change. Could be fast-paced and change. The next card that we have is the Hierophant. The Hierophant is a very traditional card. It's very conventional. I'm hearing this message, so I'm just going to share it. Like, if you want to start a routine, go for it, Aquarius. Like, you are ready. There's like this nice rigor to it. It's very traditional, very conventional. You're ready for some routine. So again, if there's like a new habit you want to pick up, like eating better, working out, sleeping better, meditating, a hobby, whatever it is, I feel like you're like thriving with this kind of structure, with that kind of rigor this month. So again, if you want to pick up something habitual like that, this is a good time for you. The Hierophant is also a card of expectations too, and I think generally speaking June is going to exceed expectations. I think this change is going to exceed expectations too. We'll of course clarify that though. At the bottom here, we have the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is a card of stress, exhaustion, having lots of burdens. Again, things are going to be moving really quickly. There's a lot happening this month. The nice thing about the Ten of Wands is kind of like a warning card. So it's like, don't take on too many things. Don't let yourself get stressed or burned out. So just be aware of that. You can get kind of tired because you are doing a lot of things. So know when to say no is always good. But let's see what clarifiers we've got here. First, we have the Sun card. The Sun card is probably the best card in the tarot deck. Can't think of really anything that gets much better than the Sun card. But this is a card of material happiness, joyous outcomes, success. All around a really good card. I think that the change that's coming, whatever it is going to lead us to this point of success and joy as well. Happiness, joy, success too. So embrace this change. I think the biggest message though is it's just happening fast. It seems like a lot's happening fast for you here, Aquarius. The next card that we have is the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords has a lot of different meanings. Again, I feel like you're just ready to try something new. So again, if there's something habitual you want to pick up, now is the time. And I know that seems kind of silly because I'm telling you it's going to be busy. But it's like you almost like need that thing that you're excited about too, or really motivated to do. At the bottom here, we have the Emperor. The Emperor is a card of being really respectful. So again, you need to be respecting yourself here. Respect boundaries, not taking on too many different things, Aquarius. This is also a card though of like strategic planning. So I'm hearing like prioritize things as they come up because you need to kind of make those decisions to move, make those decisions that you need based on kind of like what's your next step. So be thinking what your plan is, be thinking what next steps are, and prioritize things as they come up. Yeah, don't let yourself get burnt out though, because it can get kind of like you can get into like a long-term kind of burnt out funk. So again, just be aware. Don't get yourself too stressed, too exhausted. Okay, now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to money. We're going to start out with a quick money message. In this case, it's an affirmation. It says, money only enhances my true vibration. It doesn't decide it. So in this column, we're going to take a look at anything related to money, job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, whatever you associate with money here, Aquarius. First, we have the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is a card of being very solid, practical, and wise. So do make sure you kind of take that approach with money this month. like, do you really need to buy it? Is it something that's valuable? Is it something you can wait for? Generally speaking, solid, practical, wise approach on money. I think same can be true to career, but again, this is kind of money focused. So solid, practical, wise money decisions. The King of Pentacles is also an investment card, and typically it's a very good, wise investment. So I do think some of you could be taking on a new investment this month. Maybe it's house, diversifying your portfolio, whatever it may be. Maybe you're investing in a small business, but it does seem like a good investment all in all. The next card that we have is the Justice card. The Justice card is a card of cause and effect. So it's like, because you've put in the effort, because you've put in the work, you get to reap the benefits of it. It's a very win-win. Again, I feel like this investment looks very promising. The Justice is kind of echoing that message. This is also really good for like contracts, legal matters, things of the court. So if you're dealing with any of those indicate favorable outcomes for you as well, Aquarius. And at the bottom here, we have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is a communication card. Do keep communication top of mind, but this is also self-sufficient. So I don't know that I like see you making this investment with anybody else, or I don't know that there's like a lot of like support on the legal, contractual, court matter. Again, it's a lot of you doing for yourself this month, but it's not a bad thing. It's just independent financial moves. Independent financial moves is, I guess, the way I'm going to say that. Okay, let's look at our clarifiers and see what other messages we've got. First, we have the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is a card of speed, action, quick change. I do think that you're going to have to move on this investment quickly. So keep that in mind. This is also a weird kind of message, but you might find out about it through social media. Like a friend or family member may post something about it. But I do see you having to act pretty quick on this investment for those of you that do want to go in on the investment. And like I said, there is some sort of tie to like social media as well. The next card that we have is the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is a card of needing to rest, retreat, renew, recover. I do feel like generally speaking here kind of burnt out. We had rest, renew, retreat, recover earlier, but it felt very different from this. I don't know. Whatever this is that we're working on with the Justice card, so again, that kind of cause and effect energy, I don't know that you're going to be able to rest, retreat, renew, recover until we get through whatever it is. Or again, if it's a contract, legal matter, thing of the court, I don't think you'll be able to kind of rest and renew and recover until you get over whatever this is or get through whatever this is that you're working on with the Justice card. So just be cautious of this though. Anytime you can rest, retreat, renew, recover, definitely do so. But like I said, I feel like you have to keep pushing on whatever this Justice item is first. And at the bottom here, we have the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords can be relationships, and these can be troubling relationships. So I think that's where this sense of independency is, or self-sufficiency is coming from. Again, I just don't see a lot of support or a lot of benefit in other people here. This is you doing for you. And honestly, especially with the Five of Swords coming up, I would say to keep it that way. Whatever it is you're working on in terms of money or career, I would be as self-sufficient as possible there. The same holds true for that investment as well. I don't know that I would look for an investment partner, at least at this point. Okay, now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to love. Pulling a quick love card here for you, Aquarius. Sorry, I hit the camera. Your love message says, when it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. So in this column, again, we'll talk about anything related to love, family, friends, relationship, children, marriage, whatever you associate with love. First, we have the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is a very independent card. So I'm not saying that you won't be in a relationship, but I see you taking a lot of independent action this month. So just keep that in mind. I feel like there is some money moves too that you're making, because this is very much so a money card, but this is very much so a you doing you card. Also, like, Maybe you wanted to go to dinner and nobody's available to go to dinner, and you might end up going to dinner by yourself. I see you like enjoying yourself alone though. So I see some you time, whatever which way that comes about there, Aquarius. The next card that we have is the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is again very much a self card. It's self-confidence, it's self-assurance. It's a lot of you doing for you this month. You could have like a spouse or partner that's traveling too, so maybe you're alone a little bit more. Again, I don't think this is like a matter of being single or in a relationship. I just think you find yourself doing some you stuff this month. That is the message across the board, because the Five of Pentacles also, this is a card of isolation, which I know is kind of like a gruff way of saying that, but I just see you here. So it doesn't mean you're not in a relationship, that you're not doing it, but it's like you're taking a trip for you. You're doing this dinner for you. You're taking on this money move for you. It's just a you month here, Aquarius. Let me see if I can give you any other messages though in terms of love. It's not a bad thing. Again, it's just the focus is on you doing some you time. So again, I'm not sure if your spouse is traveling or if you're traveling, or plans get canceled, or maybe you just want some you time. That seems to be the message though. Looking at our clarifiers, first up we have the Six of Swords. This is a card of moving. This is a card of relocating. Perhaps you've moved and your spouse hasn't moved yet. Or maybe you just moved in general, so that's kind of where you're getting this you time. You're in a new place. There does seem some like distance though. So again, travel, moving, something of that sort. The next card that we have is the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords can be a card of like anxiety, a card of worry, a card of low feelings. I think that there's a possibility that you could look for some like validation or reassurance this month because there's something you're worried or anxious about. But then we have the Queen of Wands coming through so strong, saying this is your self-confidence and your self-assurance. So in terms of even like helping you through this anxiety or worry you may have, I feel like it's going to be you giving yourself that talk there. And at the bottom here, we have the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is a new love card, so there potentially could be some new love for some of you coming in at the end of the month there. If you're not already in a relationship, or maybe that's like spouse coming back home or travel ending or moving or whatever it may be. So, interesting love message, but you do you, Aquarius. Okay, now let's take a look at our fifth and final column, which is a message from our future self or spirit guides. Conveniently, we have the card I Will Guide. I already know this is you guiding you, because we talked about you doing your own money moves, you're doing your own love moves, you guiding you. It's very much so a you month, Aquarius, and I'm not mad about it. It feels good. So let's take a look here at the top. First up, we have the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups has some wildly different meanings. This is a card of lack of fulfillment, or this fourth cup can be a surprise gift. I think it's 50-50. I think some of you will get some sort of surprise gift this month. Some others of you could be feeling some lack of fulfillment, but hence why we're making these money moves and these love moves and this self-care stuff. So, taking a look at our next card, we have the Judgment card. The Judgment card is a card of kind of your life's purpose, especially for those of you that are not feeling very fulfilled. It's like we do need to guide ourselves forward. We need to understand why we're feeling that lack of fulfillment. We're getting that clarity with the Judgment, and then we can act on it to better fulfill that life's purpose, which is taking us to the bottom card here, which is the Fool. This is the first card in the Major Arcana. It's fresh hope, taking chances, new paths, adventures beginning. So again, there is like something that's missing here, and we are getting clarity of what we feel that's missing, but then it leads us right to the opportunity. So nice guide in this sense, because it's almost immediate. The first clarifier we have is the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is a card of wishes coming true. It's a very literal meaning. So it's like we're unfulfilled and immediately you know how to find fulfillment. So again, that wish coming true. The next card we have, again, we kind of already addressed this, that duplicate card there, the Four of Cups. There is a void here. There's something we're missing, and we have clarity now on what's missing. We have clarity on what we know we need to do next. And at the bottom here, we have the Five of Pentacles. This is again kind of the isolation card. I think this is very much so you taking action for you here. Okay, now let's take a look. I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions using our Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. Aquarius, if you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video and think of them really quick. But question number 1, we have the 6 of spades. This is number 29 card. That's going to be a no. Question number 2 is the 4 of spades. This is number 49 card. That's going to be a no. And question number 3 is the 4 of hearts. This is number 17 card. That's going to be a yes. So no, no, yes for you. We are going to pull a card from our Healing Stones deck, which is a crystal to keep with you throughout the month of June. Aquarius, you have calcite, which is good for courage and growth. Really helps fade any lethargic energy. Gives you drive, gives you new ideas. And last but not least, we're going to pull a card from our Healing Notes deck. Your healing note says, today I'm going to let my burdens go. I'm going to face the day and have faith everything will get better. Thank you so much, Aquarius, for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Again, subscriptions help me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. Also, I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you so much, Aquarius, and I hope you have a wonderful June.